A very, very happy Diwali to all those watching the Awakening Station. And this Diwali greeting is coming to you from Australia. And these days, I think, as you know, Diwali is celebrated in every corner of the world. Whether it is in Sydney, where they light up the Parliament House, whether it's in London, whether it's in New York, in all corners of the world, we celebrate this magnificent festival by turning on the physical lights, but also turning on the light within me. And you know, this year I feel we have to celebrate a very, very special Diwali. It's been a fairly difficult year for everyone. Maybe that's an understatement. It's been a very challenging year for most of us. And so maybe to celebrate this year, to lift our spirits and to lift the spirits of those around me, I'll not only enjoy the wonderful celebration of coming together with my family and friends, but also I will celebrate a deeper meaning of Diwali for myself. And this year I have been thinking about Diwali and how I want to celebrate. What do I want to do in my life? And the first thing I would love to do is to really clean my mind. As we know, when we celebrate Diwali, we clean the house. But this year, let us really think about cleaning my mind. Because the recipe to be happy is to have a clean mind, a positive mind, a loving mind, and a kind mind. And so we say, well, that sounds wonderful, but how do you do it? And you know, I think probably the main thing to do is to let go the thoughts of the past, to put a full stop to the past. You know, when my mind lives in the past, when the past keeps dangling in my head, all the memories, all the thoughts, all the feelings, all the things that have happened takes away the joy in my life and takes away the happiness in my life, takes away all the light in my life. You know, some psychologists say that 70% of our thinking is about the past. We're just dwelling on the past. And this is probably the main thing that makes me feel heavy inside, unhappy inside. And some of us then feel, well, it's very difficult to change. But actually, let us celebrate Diwali and make the effort. That each time my mind starts to wander down one of those dark alleyways, those dark roads, into the things that have happened that haven't been pleasant, say, no, this Diwali, I'm going to keep myself light. And you know, for me, I've often asked myself a question. Am I increasing my account? Am I sustaining my account? Or am I settling my account? When I increase my account, it's when something happens. Someone says something, does something, a situation happens, and I think. You know, that thinking that never stops. I can't stop thinking. Not only that, I start to tell everyone, this happened, that happened, they said this, they did this. And I would say I'm increasing my account. What does that mean? That means I feel heavier inside, more unhappy inside. What is holding on to justify all this? It's actually my ego that holds on to all these things. Or maybe I'm even sustaining my account. That is when something happens, someone does something, someone says something, there's a situation, and I think, can't stop thinking. Even when I go to sleep, I'm thinking, I can't sleep well. Even if I try to meditate, thinking about this situation or person. And that means I'm sustaining my account. I'm holding on to this heaviness and unhappiness in my life. But for the spiritual person, we want to settle my account. And when I settle my account, when someone says something, someone does something, a situation happens, I understand it deeply. I don't suppress it because it will come back again. I understand deeply through the mirror of knowledge that each soul is playing their part. Each soul has their own story. Situations happen. The law of karma is working. My job is not to think about it too much because all the light in life will go and the darkness. I invoke the darkness into my mind when I keep dwelling on the past. And one of the weapons of the past is blame. And can I suggest at this Diwali, have an honest heart and see where I'm blaming others, because nothing will make you feel weaker than when we point the finger of blame at others. Actually, for someone on the spiritual journey, I would say the ultimate ignorance spiritually is to blame. It's almost like I give away all my power and say, you're in control of my life. The way you behave and what you do is totally affecting me. I'm dancing to the tune of what you are doing and saying. And I need to take my power back. And so at this time of Diwali, I would really start to let go the past and really say, yes, I'm going to let go this habit of projecting and blaming others. This frees me, and the light starts to come back into my life. The second way I really want to celebrate Diwali this year is to light the light of good wishes in the hearts of absolutely everyone I come in touch with. I would say the greatest gift to give at Diwali this year is the feelings. It's like the vibrations from your face, from your eyes, from your mind, the feelings of love, the feelings of respect, the feelings of goodwill. You can't imagine the power of these feelings. When you emanate these feelings, people will receive them and they will respond to you with blessings. It's like they will bless you with their pure feelings of appreciation. We live in a world, it is a difficult world. People are difficult, people can be rude. But if I keep reacting and taking sorrow, it's like I just fill my mind with that darkness, the light is gone out. But if I make a decision and I say, well, no matter what others may be like, I really want to have love and good wishes. And really, you can't imagine the power of these love and good wishes. Do I change people by criticizing them? I don't think so. Do I change people by correcting them? I don't think so. Do I change people by avoiding them? I don't think so. Do I change people by giving them love and good wishes? I think so. This is the method to really fill your life with light, fill your family with light, fill your circle with light. And there's absolutely no doubt that it takes a lot of spiritual strength to do that. And that's why the third way I love to celebrate Diwali is to remember the light of lights, remember God, remember the Supreme Soul, remember the lover of the soul. Because my own experience is that when you really feel close to God, loved by God, you have an inner strength to really give those good wishes to others. Even if they don't respond to you, they don't give to you, you make a decision in your life that I'm going to spread these good feelings. Because this is Diwali, this is the festival of lights. And I'm going to give this light of love, happiness, respect, and goodwill to everyone I meet. And so to get this strength, I need to remember the Supreme Soul. And in my life, the way I start every single day, I get up early in the morning, very early, in the early hours of the day, and I just sit down quietly. And I first light the light of the soul. I start to have these pure thoughts of self-awareness, soul consciousness, self-respect. And then I come in front of the supreme light, the light of God, the Jyoti Bindu, the radiant jewel, the only soul who's eternally lit fully, and a real living being. I don't meditate on a belief, a concept. I'm actually in touch with a living, pulsating being, the supreme amongst souls, the lover of the soul. And I find that when I sit in front like a little child and allow myself to be loved, that love just enters my being and it becomes strength. And you feel so happy and you want to spread that goodwill in the most natural way. And a lot of us, when we listen to these things, we say, well, they do sound lovely, but often we create this thought, oh, it's not easy. Actually, sometimes if we say meditation, it feels we have to sit down and discipline myself, force myself. But what I've learned from the Brahma Kumaris is just to remember God, the lover of the soul. And you know, the most natural thing for all of us is to remember. What happens when I remember? When you remember, you connect. And when you connect, you're influenced. And when you're influenced, you get a feeling inside. So when you connect your mind to the light of God, this real living being, the beloved of the soul, the father of the soul, the mother of the soul, the friend of the soul, when I really connect, I'm influenced by that love, peace, purity, and power. And it's like I live stream that. I feel that coming back into my mind, and I feel so settled and calm. And when your spirits are high, wherever you go, you're spreading those beautiful vibrations. If I remember the divine, the vibration in my mind is so elevated. Wherever I go, I'm spreading the light. That's how to celebrate Diwali. But if I'm remembering, I'm plugging in my remembrance to the past, to people, what they've done, what they've said. It's like I plug into darkness. I plug into heaviness. I plug into unhappiness. I am the one plugging in. I have a choice. And at this Diwali, do I want to keep plugging into the past, plugging into the worries, plugging into the anxiety of the future? Or will I just say, this Diwali, I'm really going to plug into the divine, plug into the highest energy. And when I do, I just fill myself with that divine energy. And that divine energy will radiate through your eyes, will come on your face, and will come in your vibrations. And you know, the greatest happiness in life is when we feel we're giving genuine happiness to others. And this is really how we want to celebrate Diwali this year. Invoke the goddess Lakshmi by invoking the goddess in yourself. Invoke your highest self. It's not difficult. Just make a decision. I'm going to stop dwelling on the past. I'm going to light the light of goodwill in the heart of everyone I meet. And to let go the past and light that goodwill, I'm going to connect to the light of lights, the Supreme, the absolute source of so much inner strength. And when I have the courage to try this, I'm sure you will be successful. And so I would really love to invite everyone in just a few moments of quiet reflection to celebrate the inner Diwali, which is really going to spread the true light of Diwali in our world. So this year, to celebrate the Festival of Lights, Diwali, begin by lighting your own light. Focus your mind on the center of your forehead, the seat of the soul, and to light the self. Begin to have thoughts of who I am. I am an eternal point of light. My natural state is complete peace. And as you feel this sweet peace, feel your light glowing. Feel your light spreading into the atmosphere. Feel yourself radiating the light of the soul. And now sit in front of the light of lights, the divine light, the Jyoti Bindu, the eternal form of the divine, a radiant jewel of light. It radiates the light of love, the light of truth, the light of purity, the light of spiritual power. Just feel that light entering the core of your being. Feel God's light increasing my light. This union, this yoga, is the highest union of the human mind. To celebrate Diwali this year, connect with the light of lights, and wherever you go, whoever you come in touch with, spread this pure light of love, of respect, and of goodwill. This is the true Diwali. This is the true Diwali.
आइए इस दिवाली संस्कार परिवर्तन का उत्सव मनाएं।